Welcome to another edition of The Explainer. Today, we're unlocking the secrets behind one of the absolute most direct and powerful tools in human communication, the command sentence. Whether you actually realize it or not, you are using and responding to these structures constantly, all day long. So our goal today is to completely demystify how we use these imperative sentences to navigate our world, shape our relationships, and, well, just get things done. Here's our roadmap for The Explainer today. We're kicking things off with the power of command. Then we'll break down the specific rules of the imperative. From there, we move away from grammatical anatomy and jump right into real-world application, looking at direct orders and requests, instructions and advice, and finally wrapping up with warnings and everyday life.
All right, part 1, the power of command.
Okay, let's dive into this. It is honestly fascinating how just a few simple words can completely change human behavior. At its core, an imperative sentence, which you'll often hear called a command sentence, is one of the 4 main types of sentences in English. We rely on them for a massive spectrum of actions, bridging the gap between a polite daily appeal and a sudden life-saving alert. We use them to give direct orders, make requests, offer helpful advice, provide step-by-step instructions, or issue urgent warnings. They are, without a doubt, our ultimate action-oriented tools. Moving right along to Section 2, Rules of the Imperative. Now, before we go looking at these sentences out in the wild, we really need to understand their underlying mechanics. There are 5 core structural rules you've got to know. First up, they almost always kick off directly with a base verb. Think of words like open, run, or be. Second, and I absolutely love this one, it's such a quirky rule, there is a hidden subject. The subject of the sentence is actually always you, whether you're talking to one person or a massive crowd, but it is completely omitted from the sentence itself. Stripping away that you creates this instant, undeniable directness. It's just inherently understood by the listener. Third is punctuation. We use a period for calm tones and an exclamation mark for urgency. Fourth, to make it negative, you simply slap do not or don't right in front of that base verb. And finally, the politeness rule. You can instantly soften any command just by adding words like please or kindly. Section 3, direct orders and requests. All right, let's step into the application phase to see how tone literally changes everything. Listen to this phrase, open the window. Man, you can really feel the weight of that, right? When you strip away all the pleasantries and rely purely on that base verb and the hidden you, it comes out as a raw, unfiltered, direct order. It is highly authoritative. It leaves absolutely zero room for debate. But watch what happens when we compare that raw command with a polite request. Open the window versus, could you open the window, please? By leaning on our 5th grammatical rule, politeness, we've magically transformed a rigid order into a collaborative request. Just adding simple elements like could you and please completely alters the social dynamic of the whole interaction, even though the core desire, getting that window open, remains exactly the same. It's actually incredible to realize just how frequently we rely on these softened commands. Look at these polite appeals. Kindly wait here. Give me a hand with this bag. Let me know your opinion. Please don't forget to call. That base verb structure is still in there, doing all the heavy lifting, but it operates incredibly smoothly to facilitate our everyday, collaborative interactions without ruffling any feathers. Section 4, Instructions and Advice. And this brilliantly illustrates how useful imperatives are for step-by-step directions. Check out this mini procedure, which is built entirely out of imperative sentences. Step 1, cut the paper in half. Step 2, glue the pieces together. Step 3, put your name at the top. Think about it. Without the imperative structure, giving simple instructions like this would be wordy, confusing, and honestly, just highly inefficient. Imperatives also empower us to offer helpful suggestions and life advice. Take a look at these examples. Get enough sleep, eat healthy meals, study a little every day. And hey, notice that negative rule in action here? Don't be afraid to ask questions. These aren't forceful, barking orders. They are warm, encouraging pathways meant to help people make good life choices. Section 5, Warnings and Everyday Life. Boom, the exclamation mark. Remember our punctuation rule, when a period suddenly becomes an exclamation mark, the energy instantly shifts. It signals an urgent, emotional, or even angry delivery. When you hear an imperative sentence paired with this level of emotion, you know for a fact you need to pay immediate attention. This is where the imperative sentence really steps up to act as our guardian, bringing us directly to safety alerts. Don't touch that wire. Watch your step. Stay away from the edge. Do not use your phone while driving. Mastering this fast, direct sentence structure is absolutely crucial because, frankly, it literally keeps people safe. In a split second of danger, you don't have time for a lengthy explanation. You need the speed and the sheer power of a direct command. But of course, we don't just pull these out for emergencies. To anchor everything we've been talking about today, just look at the staggering volume of ways we use imperatives casually. Hurry up, text me later, enjoy your meal, keep the change. We are firing these off constantly. They are basically the invisible engine driving our daily dialogue forward, making our communication brisk, clear, and super effective. So, the absolutely crucial takeaway is this. From the most polite requests to the most urgent safety warnings, imperative sentences are the hidden architecture of human action. Now that you know the rules, the base verbs, the hidden U, the power of punctuation, I guarantee you're going to start noticing them absolutely everywhere. Which leaves me with one final, exciting question for you. How will you command your world today? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.